Welcome to Lakers Talk with Gerald, episode number 57. Hey, how's everybody been? Lakers Talk has been on the news constantly, as we all know. Lakers are always in everybody's mouth. Everybody wants to say what the latest rumors about the Lakers are, who they're getting, who they've picked, what team they have, what is LeBron James doing. What do we get? Anthony Davis. Oh, is he going to stay? We don't know. There's so many things that everybody wants to talk about the Lakers. But before I get into all that, I just want to say, hey, guys, I miss you all. And thank you guys for being out there and listening. All you guys that's been riding with me this long. It's been just over, about 7 months now? Almost 8 months now that I've had this podcast going, Lakers Talk with Gerald. And you guys all know my background. You know my history. You know if you've been riding with me. If you haven't, at least go back and listen to episode 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to the first 4 or 5. And in that, you'll kind of get an idea of, why I'm a Lakers fan, when I started listening, my pedigree, the years I've been, riding with the Lakers. I go way back. But I'm not going to go into that now. I'm not going to really talk about all that. I just want to talk about all the latest and greatest with the Lakers and what we have to look forward to. I'm always looking at what we have to look forward to. It's always ever changing, just like anything in life. Everything is ever changing in life. You should always, change is inevitable, okay? So never get stuck in your life or whatever you're used to, right? You always got to keep learning. Keep expanding your mind so that when things change, you're going to be ready for it. Like back in the day, nobody thought everyone was going to have a computer in their hand that they can do multiple things with. Think about it. Back in the day when I was 15, 16, 17, there was America Online, and there was the dial-up modem. And you had to dial up like and make a sound. I can't even do it. But if you even know, all these people that's born in the last 10, 15 or so years, 20 years, you don't know what that's like. But you got to understand the struggle. Back in the day, it took like a whole 5 minutes just to warm your computer up and start it up. Then it took another 4 or 5 minutes just to get online. And then once you're online, don't let somebody call in the middle of that because that's going to knock you right on off. So all I'm saying is, technology is different, right? Keep on changing, keep on growing. Now I have a whole computer in my hand. I can take photos with, I can record with, I can record this podcast with, and I can upload it with. And then there's social media, and then news can get spread just like that. Of course, everybody can spread some kind of word, put it out, pictures, upload. Man. All right. So with that, let's talk about these Lakers. All right. Let's talk about the roster that we have. And I'm pretty excited about it. I think we have a good roster. Yeah, I was upset and I felt some kind of way when the Kawhi Leonard news dropped that he was going to the Clippers. But that's old news. After that point, we were able to build out the rest of our roster. We were able to fill it out pretty good. I was happy for the most part with all the people that we got because out of all the people that were left, we got some good ones. Out of all the ones left, I said at least if you guys go back to that one, as soon as Kawhi news dropped, I did a podcast right away. Excuse me. And I said we needed to at least we had to go get Danny Green. We had to go get Boogie Cousins. We had to go get some of those people that are out there. I said like Markieff Morris or something like that. But we got probably 2 to 3 out of the big dogs that I wanted. I wanted Cousins, and I said we had to at least get Danny Green also. Those are some big pickups right there. And then we proceeded to go get some other good people on the roster. We got some additional good three-point shooting. And Troy Daniels, he was on Phoenix Suns. He was a pretty good three-point shooter. We got a bunch of other guys like Quinn Cook. He was another good three-point shooter. So we actually got three-point shooter. And Danny Green, Cook, and Daniels, all three of those guys can light it up on any given night. So that's a lot more than what we had before. And then we re-signed, four of the guys that we had last year. So I was very happy that we re-signed McGee because I really like what he was doing, blocking 2+ shots a game. Averages a career high in points, and I believe in rebounds also. But in this case, we got him and Boogie Cousins will be the 1 and 2 as far as backup starting and backup center. Either one of them will be a good starting center, I believe. Eventually, if we're hoping if Cousins gets back to even 75% of his normal self, he will be starting. He will be basically the third or fourth wheel of our, big three, big four. So, and then we got McGee coming off the bench. There's always going to be a shot blocker in there. I mean, between Anthony Davis, who led the league in shot blocks at least 2-3 years, we got him, and if not him, it's going to be JaVale McGee in the game. So we always going to have a shot blocker in the game. And we got physical bodies. We got three-point shooting. We got LeBron James. We even got Kyle Kuzma coming back. Kyle Kuzma has been he's been practicing a lot. You see him with that that shooting coach. That's really great shooting coach that's out there. Another rumor is that he's most likely going to be signed with the Lakers, or at least on the Lakers team. At least he's been dropping a lot of rumors. It hasn't been announced officially, but he's been working with Lakers teammates. He's been wearing like Lakers gear, working with Kuzma in Lakers practice facilities, things like that. So it's not official. That's just what's been rumored. That's what he's been dropping little hints, saying like big things are coming, all these good things. So the Lakers are going to be, at a minimum, better than they were last year. Okay? Think about this, everybody. Before LeBron James got hurt, we were in 4th place in the Western Conference, in a deep Western Conference. Not just any conference, the deepest Western Conference in a lot of years. Meaning they were in 4th place, and LeBron was the only all-star on the team. And he was carrying the load. He was dragging, bringing them up. And we were in 4th place. I mean, that says a whole lot. A lot of people will say that a whole lot of things about that, but that means a lot. And then he was out 17 games, and we went from 4th place all the way down to 10th place in those amount of games that he was gone. So understand, we upgraded in a lot of spots. Yeah, we gave up, guys that I really like. We gave up Lonzo Ball, that I really liked his potential, and I wanted to see what it was going to be with him. We gave up Brandon Ingram. I really liked him also, and I wanted to see his potential, with the Lakers. And then we gave up Josh Hart, who we didn't expect to have, and we picked him either in the late 1st round and 2nd round, and he turned out to be a good pickup for where we drafted him at. So we gave up these guys, but we gave up them to get a perennial all-star, a guy that's 26 years old, and Anthony Davis, 6'11". I mean, average like 2+ blocks a game, 11, 12 rebounds a game, 26, 27 points a game. This guy can guard damn near every position. He can shoot three-pointers at around 34, 33% clip. He can shoot a jump shot. He can dribble. He can drive. I mean, why wouldn't we want this guy? We have upgraded. We got LeBron James, arguably the 1 or number 2 player in the league. We got Anthony Davis, arguably the top 5, 6, 7 player. I mean, I would say he's top 5. But he didn't play a full season yesterday because of the whole trade thing. So players tend to drop a little bit when you haven't seen them play. Everybody doubts. They want to see what's current. And they doubt what you are if they don't see you in a current season. So Anthony Davis, we're going to have to see him this year. If he's playing, him and LeBron put together, that's a crazy combination. It's going to be something great to see. Kyle Kuzma providing his scoring. If he can get his defense a little better or a lot better, man, we're going to be just way better than we were last year. And then, of course, DeMarcus Cousins. Like I said, that guy, he's coming off of his first season back after a Achilles tendon. And then right in the playoffs, he ended up pulling his hamstring, so he's hampered by that also. And you can tell he was a little bit slow, right? Especially after that hamstring or whatever that was. He ended up, he was a little slow because he was out of shape. He was a little hurt. He still trying to get himself back in his playing shape and get his win back. And so you got to understand, usually people after those Achilles tendon injuries, it usually take about a year and a half, usually for them to get even close back to their normal self, usually about 2 years. So this year will be his first full year back. He's going to have a full summer to work out and get into great shape. At the facility, you saw him come to the facility, and he already was looking like he had dropped a bunch of weight. He already looked like he was a lot thinner than he was the last time you saw him. That's going to only bode well. I mean, because that means he dropped all that weight. That means he's been eating right. He's been working out, doing cardio. He's on the Lakers now, his first year. And he's ready to, he has something to prove. He has a chip on his shoulder. He is trying to show everybody and get back to 2 to 3 years ago, he was an all-star. He was an all-NBA player, all-NBA center, one of the top 3 or 4 centers in the league at that time. He really was. And so he has something to prove. He wants to show everybody that he can be what he used to be. And so that actually goes very, very well for the Lakers because, I think this guy, like I said, if he's anywhere 2 to 3 quarters of what he was 2 or 3 years ago, we're going to have an outstanding team. We really are. And let me talk about Danny Green for a little bit. I'm going to talk about him. Everybody, I watch some ESPN, and I see different people downgrading the Lakers picking him up. And they gave him $15 million, I believe, over 2 years. And, some people think we overpaid for him, saying that, I don't think he had his best year last year. That you can find that. If you Google Danny Green best year or quotes, you're going to see some of the ESPN people saying things like, he didn't have his best year last year. Well, okay, let's take a look at the stats. Best year. All right, let's take a look at his three-point shooting. I think he shot 44 or so % from three-point range. I don't know if you know it, but that's pretty damn outstanding. And guess what? Oh, yeah, that was his best year. Look at his field goals. Best year, his points. I mean, all around the board, he had a damn good year. It damn for sure was not his worst year. So, yeah, we needed a consistent three-point shooter. When he was wide open shots, he's one of the best in the league. And guess what? With Anthony Davis and LeBron James, he's going to get plenty of wide open three-point shots. And that's going to bode very, very well for the Lakers. And, like I said, we got a variety of three-point shooting. We got him. We got Troy Daniels. We got Quinn Cook. Just in those guys alone, that's a good three-point shooting. And you know what? We picked up a few other guys. We got a few other. We got a pretty deep bench. We don't have but a couple of rookies that we picked up. Most of the other team are veterans. Most of these guys have been to the playoffs before. Most of these guys have experience. So it's going to be an interesting season. Now, I haven't mentioned about the rest of the Western Conference to speak of. But, yeah, the Western Conference is deep. And you can say it got deeper than it was last year because the Clippers got better. They got way better. I'm not going to deny that. They got way better getting Paul George and getting Kawhi Leonard. They got way better, and they essentially didn't really lose much at all. And there's other teams that got better. The Houston Rockets, they got better. They upgraded from CP3 to, guys, look at this. Think about this. We have so many duels in the NBA. We got old boy from OKC now. He's going to be point guarding it up with the Houston Rockets, and that's going to be crazy right there. I don't know how they're going to fit together, but they have played together before, and it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be the top teams in the West are just going to be battling it out. You got the Houston Rockets, you got the Lakers, you got the Clippers, you got the Denver Nuggets, you got Utah Jazz even got better. I mean, we have so many teams, and you can never count San Antonio out. I mean, there's just so many good teams in the West. It's gonna be great to see. It's gonna be great to see all the games between the Lakers and the Clippers. I'm really looking forward to it. Hey, I want to shout out a couple people. I was doing some work. I was out in Lexington, Kentucky, and there's some guys I was giving some training with, and they were, pretty knowledgeable. Actually, they seem to be some Lakers fan. I remember Brian. Thank you for checking out my videos and my podcast. Appreciate you making a comment and giving you a little shout out. So if you're listening, appreciate you. Appreciate you, everybody else out there that's riding with me. Hey, if you know any of the Lakers fans out there, let them know to check out, my podcast, Lakers Talk with Gerald. I'm not one of those big ESPN. I don't work for anybody. I'm not getting paid big money. It's just me having that passion for my team that I've been rolling with since I was 12 years old, and ride or die. And I like to talk to people. Not only are Lakers fans, I want to talk to everybody that's basketball fans. I want to debate with you. I want to talk with you. I want to hear your opinion. I'm going to listen, and I'm going to, talk back and debate back why I think think the way I think and feel the way I feel, and then I want to hear what you think. Okay? All right, everybody. Appreciate you. Thank you for riding with me. We're going to wrap this one up. Episode number 57, Lakers Talk with Gerald. And go ahead and subscribe. Do everything you could. YouTube, comments, everything. That's going to do it. I'm officially out.